Hello and welcome to my channel. With me I have a beast of a bike, the Triumph Rocket 3 Chrome Edition in black. If you like the look of this, then keep watching because this is the video for you. Let's take a closer look. A wrap! Hello, and we are back but on a different bike, so let's get into it. I want to talk about the sheer torque of this bike, which is incredible. Just be careful because I nearly come out the seat a couple of times when giving this girl a throttle test. It's hard to gauge on camera how fast this thing actually goes due to the wind noise, but I'm sure you can use your imagination when it comes to a bike that has a 2.5 litre engine. I haven't mentioned cruise control before, so let's cover it. Yes, this bike does have cruise control, as a lot of new bikes do these days. So if you're planning a long straight journey to reach your destination, then having cruise control is a life changer for you. Let me start by saying, for what this bike is, I absolutely love it. For me, the torque is insane. The way it handles is pretty amazing for how big the engine is and how big the tyres are. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. And to be honest, I was pretty frigging scared to start riding it. As soon as I jumped on it, I felt like I didn't feel like it was as big as what it is, kind of thing. So I was quite shocked about that. For me, riding a Triumph bobber, that's how it kind of felt. That's probably the best way I can describe the sitting position. Just because, you know, your arms are quite far forward, you're leant a little bit forward, and you're in that sort of 90-degree sitting position, how I was sitting on the bobber. I must say, I really appreciate what Triumph have done to contain such a big engine into what I think is quite a, you know, a small compact bike. You know, when you're sitting on it, it doesn't feel like you're on like this massive machine with a fat off engine. So fair play. And it technically is a beast, but it's also a pussycat at the same time. I must say, this thing drinks so much fuel. It doesn't matter how you ride it, fast, slow, it just drinks it. Overall, like, it's just, to me, like, I think it's a really smart looking motorcycle. I love the chrome, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, carry a cloth with you because it's always going to get dirty. I've been caught out in the rain a couple of times going out on it, and yeah, it instantly gets dirty. I mean, the whole lot of the bike gets dirty, so just beware of that. And there's not really much to say about it. I enjoyed it, and it's something completely different to what I'm used to. The bike in general is completely different to any other bike on the market at the moment. Personally, I hate the fact that with new bikes they put like this filter as you fill up. For me, it goes everywhere. I can't frigging do it. For me, I'd rather just shove the nozzle in, pull on the petrol lever and just let it flow in. But no, you've got to be frigging delicate with these. You've got to shove the nozzle right in and sort of drip feed it, which is a frigging pain in the arse. But let's move on to changing the modes. So the modes, very easy to change while you're riding. It's just the generic, you press a button, choose which mode you want, and then let off the throttle and Bob's your uncle. I'm not ready for a bike like this, but if you are looking for a bike like this, don't be scared to ride it. You know, it's tameable. Yeah, it's not as scary as what people think. Yeah, it's a little heavy, but don't do what I did and get your front end stuck in a hole on the grass, because you will need assistance. So yeah, other than that, if you're looking to maybe calm down a little bit with your riding, then I would probably say this is a good bike for you. As you tip into a corner, because of the front tyre being so big, it does sort of slow you down. But yeah, it's up to you. I mean, depends what you're after. If you're looking for one of these and just a bit scared about giving it a go, don't be freaking scared, you'll be fine. If you can ride a bike, then you can ride this. That's pretty much it, really. Shebang. I think that's it. I think I've spoken enough. Previously in the video, I actually missed out a couple of important things that you may need to know. So one being it doesn't have a quick shifter or blipper. To be honest, I really wish it did have one because it would have made life so much easier, it being such a big bike, but you do tend to get used to it. Also, when it comes to manoeuvring the bike, gravel. So I have a fully gravelled driveway and it's like probably about over 6 inches thick, and it's a pain in the ass to get the bike out because it just digs itself in because of how heavy it is and how big the tyres are. So if you've got a gravel driveway, that will probably be an issue for you, but I guess once you get used to it, it won't be so bad. Personally, I would prefer the pegs to be further out in front of me just because from experience I find that much more comfortable on a bike like this. The GT version does have this, whereas the one that I have is the R. So just bear that in mind when you are planning on doing, say, like long journeys or anything like that. Especially if you've got protected gear on your knees, it will press against your knee and it becomes extremely painful. So bear that in mind. That is pretty much everything from me. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my review on the Rocket 3, and the next video will actually be on a bike that I have ridden before, but I just want to see if my opinion on it has actually changed because it was my first Ducati, my first V-twin, and my first bike that was above a 675cc engine. So you can imagine my opinion back then. It's actually going to be the Monster SP, obviously a Ducati. So if this is of interest to you, then please subscribe and I hope to see you at the next one. Thank you.